How's everyone doing today? My name's K-Ball, and as we saw tonight, the Dallas Mavericks got granted the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, leading to some questions. Is the NBA rigged? The NBA draft lottery is tonight, and we officially know who is going to be taking Cooper Flag in the 2025 NBA draft, and that will be the Dallas Mavericks. With a miraculous 1.8% chance, they jumped all the way up and captured the flag. This led to many people on X going crazy that the NBA is rigged, and I might agree with them. From a business perspective, this makes all the sense in the world. Adam Silver calling up Nico Harrison. Hey, we need you to trade Luka. Adam Silver says, we'll grant you guys the number one pick. Could lead WNBA. Is this part of it too? The Dallas teams both get the number one pick. You got Paige and Cooper Flag. I think it has something to do with it. This could be leading back all the way to the New York Knicks. It's definitely rigged. When David Stern had the bent piece of paper, definitely rigged there. But I wouldn't say the NBA is rigged, but I think there's times when they pull a Vince McMahon out, and what's best for business is best for business. And the Lakers, they made plenty of money off the Luka trade. The NBA made plenty of money off the Luka trade. Nico Harrison potentially made a deal with Adam Silver, the devil, and this is what it led to, is that granting the Dallas Mavericks the first overall pick, won plenty of coin flips, 1.8% chance odds, and they were granted Cooper Flag, who could change this franchise with Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. Could you sign Kevin Durant in the offseason still? What I don't understand is how the Mavericks only called the Lakers, and the Lakers were the only team that knew Luka was available. That just doesn't make sense to me. When you have a guy of Luka, a top 3 player in the league, past 3 years, I'd say, and no teams know besides the Los Angeles Lakers, the biggest market in the NBA, doesn't add up. Obviously, the Lakers went out in the first round to the Timberwolves, so it didn't work out. But the NBA made a lot of money off that Luka trade. Having him in a big market for another decade is going to make them even more money compared to Dallas. But Dallas is also, they're saying that this is going to be around $1 million or $500 million to $1 billion just from getting Cooper Flag alone, just from his name. And I'm sure that's a deal that Nico Harrison and Adam Silver, if this is rigged, that is something that they talked about, is how much money the Dallas Mavericks could benefit in getting the flag. I don't even really know at this point if I like the draft lottery. It's all about luck, and the reason for this is because the NBA doesn't want to have teams tanking consistently for star players in the draft every year. But in the NFL, we see tanking towards the end of the year when teams know they're bad, no chance of making the playoffs. Why wouldn't you tank and get a better draft pick? The NBA doesn't do this, but I think they should maybe implement this, because you have teams like the Jazz and Wizards who are just bad. Like, their talent's not going to make them to the playoffs. You're going to win maybe 10, 15 games more than what you would by tanking. And I don't see in what world that they get their picks dropped to 5, 6, whatever it is, and teams like Dallas, San Antonio, Philadelphia move up because of luck. It just doesn't really sit right, because I don't know why teams are getting punished for being bad. Like, they can't change the fact they're bad. They have young talent. The Jazz are a young team. The Wizards are a young team. They're getting punished because their guys aren't winning immediately. Even with this, though, I don't think the Dallas Mavericks are championship contenders. With Kyrie coming back, maybe January, February, maybe late December, I don't think they have what it takes to win a championship. Daniel Gafford is probably likely done after next year, so this is their one opportunity, one chance. AD's aging, Kyrie's aging, Cooper Flag, a young rookie. Is he going to be able to fill in and help them win a championship? Because they didn't even make it out of the play-in with AD. There's plenty more shakeups tonight. The Spurs jumped up to second. The Sixers jumped up to third. It was looking like they weren't going to get their pick. Jared McCain mixed emotions all night. But it's looking like we're going to have... Could the Spurs trade the second pick for Giannis? Is this... Could be rigged, you know? Oh, Spurs jump all the way up to second. Pair Wemby up. If the Spurs would have got Cooper Flag, oh my goodness, that would have been crazy. I guess they have to settle for Wemby. But Wemby and Giannis as a duo could be electric. I'm not sure about the spacing, because Jeremy Sohan, obviously, he's not a great shooter. Chris Paul at the end of his career, not a great shooter. Really, all they have is Vassell. Fox is streaky, but not very great either. So I don't know if Giannis really pushes them over the edge. I'd say Kevin Durant is a better fit next to Wemby compared to Giannis. But then again, you're lacking muscle instead of having Giannis.